This morning, the radar is very quiet for the southwest Florida coastline. You got to go out towards the lake to pick up a couple of showers here, and those are right there on the western shore of Lake Okeechobee, and a few showers there between Fort Pierce and West Palm Beach. As we go throughout the day, our wind is going to be east to west across the state. Normally, that's a pretty stormy weather pattern for us, but today the rain chance is only around 30%. And you can see some of that starting to fire up there between 4 and 6. Very, very isolated here today. The lowest rain chance of the work week is today. Our temperatures this morning are in the mid to upper 70s with a couple of low 80s there along the coastline. So our temperature is still a little bit above average, and our dew point value is still in the mid 70s. So even though fall started over the weekend, we are looking at more summer-like temperatures here today. As that wind stays across the state there, 10 to 15 miles per hour here today, it's got to get a little gusty in the afternoon. But again, with the lower humidity and not much instability here, our rain chances stay low. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, they shoot way up. And the reason? The tropics. The National Hurricane Center monitoring this area over the western Caribbean. When we talked on Friday, we said give it the weekend. Let's check back in on Monday because we knew the percentages would go up. And yesterday afternoon, the National Hurricane Center designated this as an invest, an area that they're investigating. So overnight and today will be the first few times that we start to see an estimated center put into the computer models, and they should start to come into a little better agreement, and especially as we get a low-level center that starts to develop. Right now, it's still not organized, so there will be some fluctuations in the forecast. Let me show you one representation of our in-house computer model and just showing you how quickly this thing spins up. This is tomorrow evening there at 5 o'clock, and by Wednesday, this is as far out as our high-resolution computer model goes. You can see some of those rain bands already impacting southwest Florida. So Wednesday night, in particular on Thursday, will be when we see the strongest winds and the heaviest rain, assuming that this doesn't move farther to the west or east. Any kind of movement with the storm moving from south to north has big implications on the exact impacts. Let me show you the latest GFS and Euro. The GFS, the American model there in the yellow, it is by far the strongest of the two. It is also the computer model that's farthest to the east, hugging the west coast of the state as it moves north. And just to give you an idea, again, how fast this is moving, this will be Thursday evening into Friday morning for a landfall, and as it moves on through the Florida Panhandle. A little closer view of what we're looking at Tuesday. There are the scattered showers and thunderstorms, but watch what happens on Wednesday. We start to see some of those outer bands start to move through around lunchtime, and they will stick around there through Wednesday evening and intensify through Thursday. So as we look at the 7-day forecast, just know that by midweek we can start to see our weather deteriorate. And as far as the exact impacts, unfortunately, it's just too early to tell exactly what we will see here in southwest Florida. We're going to watch the computer models here throughout overnight and tomorrow and continue to dial it in.